is Anne, and this is Toby, and this is a Tobyknits podcast, all about my knitting, crochet, sewing, and crafty adventures that have happened in the past week or two. What do you think, Tobe? Should we tell them all about the toys we've made? Toby's just looking out the window right now. There was a squirrel this morning, so there was a bit of an issue. But I think he's okay now. If you are new to my podcast, welcome. Hopefully you'll stay all the way to the end of the video and catch all the madness. I live in a small village outside of Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada. Very cold Canada today. I took Toby for a walk this morning. It was -15. And it was okay walking towards the village with the sun on my face and everything. Bit icy underfoot, like we had a little bit of a snowfall last night, so it kind of hid the ice, but I managed. But on the way back, oh my goodness, it was like scarf up here, hat down here, this much of my eyes showing. And poor Toby got to the end of our driveway. We have quite a big driveway up to the house. And he got to the end of the driveway. We just crossed the road. He got to the end of the driveway and he just sat down. Pours up like this. So I had to pick him up and carry him the rest of the way. Poor little guy. But yeah, so I live here with my husband and Toby. And I have lots to tell you about today. Lots. Because it was only a week ago I actually did my last video. But there's so much to show you. I couldn't wait another week. So here we go. Finished objects. I have 1, 2, 3, 5. And of course it's all toys. Toys! I'm completely obsessed with amigurumi right now. So I'll show you the first one. The first two are from this book, which is a really good book. There's some great patterns in here. I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up making all of them at some point or another because they're fun. So the first one that I did is the Bug Rattle. And this was actually supposed to be 6.5 inches tall. So I did the recommended, I have notes. I did the recommended hook size, which was 3.5 millimeters. But it came out way too big. So I went down a size or two and did it as a 2.10. How do you get 2.10? I mean, anyway, here it is, look. He does have a bell in him, but he's kind of buried in there. And I didn't put the safety eyes on because it's for my 10-month-old grandson. And I didn't want him to be biting. Because, of course, they were over here on Sunday for dinner. We're trying to get together just once a week with them. They're now in our bubble. Well, they were always in the bubble, but then we halted the bubble for months. And now we're back with the bubble. So they came over for dinner, and the week before, I'd given it to him with just the B part, the body, and he liked it, but I couldn't give it to him because I hadn't done the wings, because I was waiting on the crochet cotton to arrive. And this is a worsted weight crochet cotton, so it's a bit thicker. And oh, Toby's playing with a big ball. Oh, okay, thanks. It's big ball. So this came, so I made it. So of course they were here Sunday, so I showed it to him and he loved it and he's playing with it and he's biting it and all this. And then of course I couldn't let him take it home because I had to show you guys. So poor Tristan has been without this for a few days, but he likes it and it's really fun and it's soft and squishy, and the ball is up there between his head and his the ball, the bell. Anyway, it's really cool. So that's my first finished object. The second finished object was going to be his birthday present, in April. And again, it's from this book, and it's called A Girl Monkey. Monkey Girl, sorry. Monkey Girl, because of course she has a little thing. I didn't do that. But I did the monkey. And this monkey is meant to be 12 inches, and again with a 3.5 hook, but I didn't use a 3.5, I used a 2.5. And here he is, look at him. Oh, he is the cutest. Oh, he's the cutest. And you can hang him however you want to hang him. He does, if you want, you can put a popper here and pop the tail like that, so you can hang him places with his tail, or, but I just kind of like doing that. There he is carrying his tail, and he sits. He is so cute, and Tristan loved him. Here's a picture with Tristan reaching for him. Is that just not the cutest? Oh, I love that little boy. And he is my first grandson. Anyway, so this was the monkey, which I couldn't wait to give it to him, and I decided it's nice and it's fun for him to grab hold of and play with, but it wasn't as big and squishy as I thought it would be. So I gave it to him now. And of course he had to wait to take it home because I had to show you. Anyway, he's really cute. So then, because you know I've been dealing with the bears and waiting for yarn for them, I ended up making something else in the meantime, and I finished that. And this is for my stepdaughter's partner's son, who's 7, coming up, I think, maybe. It's his birthday in March, so this is his birthday present. And if none of you know who he is, he's Dr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog, otherwise known as Eggman. Look at him, he's just the little cutest thing ever. So this is Eggman. So this will be for Mateo for his birthday. What do you think? We can play together. Do you think so? Yes. When? When COVID's over. Ah, and when will that be? Who knows? Anyway, so that's that. So then, now let's get on with the bears. I am super excited. They're this close to being finished, and I am still totally unsure of which one I love the most. Let me start with Candy Bear, or as I call her, Hiker Bear. I will put, by the way, all the links to the various pattern and information below. So what I have to finish on this cute guy is I have to make his shoes. I haven't done his shoes yet. And I have to make his scarf. And he's also getting he needs buttons here. Oh, sorry, buttons here. And he's getting a backpack because he's Hiker Bear, right? So, and he does have a jacket. And I also have to do the braces to keep the pants up. But isn't he just the cutest thing ever? I didn't really do so wonderfully well with the face. I think the nose is pretty good. And the eyes are supposed to be indented a little bit, but I'm not quite sure though. Konnichiwa. Gonichi. I'm not quite sure but he is super cute. I really have enjoyed making him. He does knit up lovely. It's a really super easy pattern to follow by Mary Jane's Tea Room. Even the pants, and I mean, they actually have a hem. You have to do a hem and then tuck it under and hem it. So it really is fun to make. And each of the, like the jackets or the pants, took me 2 days to do them, 2 evenings to make them. But the putting together of this chap, that took the longest time. Like, his legs and body were as one, but of course his arms are separate, his ears are separate, his head is separate, and then all the embroidery and the faffing about for the face, and then attaching it to the body, attaching the ears, attaching the, like, it took ages. Like, it took me, I had to come into the quiet room in here and with the instruction booklet, and just, it took me hours because I wanted to make sure it was right, but it was just a lot of involvement in it. Now, he is meant to be 11 inches tall, and he's actually, I think I measured him at 12. If we go from the tip of his ear, he's just about 12. So he is spot on the right size, and he's super cute and fun to dress. Like, he really is fun to get him all dressed up in his little clothes. As I said, I have to do the braces. I'll work on them today. But he is, he's really cute, and he's, this is how he looks naked. Don't, Mom, don't, not on TV. And he actually has buttons, look. No, Mom, not on TV, no, no. Okay, I'll leave your jacket on. I'll leave your little t-shirt on, but look at the belly. Anyway, he's super cute. I really like him. So that's Hike-a-Bear. Then along comes, are you ready for this? He's huge. He's huge. He was meant to be 10 inches tall, and he's actually about 14. And I did him using a 2.5 millimeter hook, and of course the cotton yarn, which is a DK weight yarn. And he is adorable. I haven't really named him yet. His hat, which has holes for his ears, does come off. Look at this little fat belly. Look. And he even has, oh, a little tail. And are the shoes not the cutest little things ever? I think he is adorable. Oh, that one's coming off. Get your foot in there. There we go. Isn't he cute? And of course you can put the scarf, which took me all night. Actually, I think it took 2 nights to do. The scarf was enormously, took forever. It's very long. And then you've got his jacket, which also does come off. He's not so worried about being in the nakeds like the other bear, because he's a polar bear. Don't take my shoes off though. Okay, I won't. So here he is, and he is just adorable. He reminds me of Yogi Bear. I might make one in a brown, because I think he looks like Yogi Bear. And I love the way his arms are constructed and his legs. And again, he was constructed much nicer than the other bear, in that you did a foot then you did the second foot, joined them together, did all the way up to here. You did the 2 arms separate with all the elbow joints and stuff going on. Then you joined them to the top of the body. Then you continued on with his neck. This was separate and this was separate. And then what you did was you attached this collar-y thing to his head and then to the body. And that's it. Like I think I had to do the ears too, but they didn't take very long. But I found the construction of this bear such a lot easier than the construction of this bear. Plus, again, the muzzle was the first thing that we did, and it attached to the snout, attached to the muzzle, then attached to the head. So it was just such a lot easier than all the work involved in that. But look at the size difference. Actually, they're not that much. Are you my friend? Maybe. I'm going to Halifax, you know. I know. I'm taking you. Oh. So there are the bears. So I do have to sew the toggle on this. So his jacket is on him. And I have to, and then he's done. So there's not much more to do for him. And the other one, I have to do the shoes and the braces, the backpack. So there's a lot to do still with the little bear, but there's small little things that are fun to do. So there he is. He's cute, eh? And then, of course, this guy, I'll put his pants back on because he's probably a bit, he's probably chilly. So there. So what have you guys been up to? I've had such fun making these little things because you get such great satisfaction from, you know, like I made a pair of pants in 2 days. In finishing off these small items, which I find is fun, and then dressing them all up and getting them to look sort of, you know, and I chat to them. Of course, there's nobody else to talk to except Bob. So here they are, my 2 bears. I thought they came out both wonderfully, and I'm very happy with both of them. And I will show you Hiker Bear when he's completely finished with buttons and braces and scarves and backpacks and shoes. But and then we'll do some kind of a draw thing to work out who you think is the best out of the bunch, the crochet one or the knitted one, because that was the whole point of doing these 2 little chappies, was to work out which one I thought was more fun to knit or crochet. And construction wise, he wins in my opinion, but he rather looks jolly nice, doesn't he, with his clothes? But he's got such a cute face. Oh, I know, it's hard to pick. Moving on to works in progress. I have not really done a lot on the sock front for February, and of course February is now over, but I have got the cuff done and just started on 1 row of the color, which of course the other sock, it will look like that. So I've just started on that for the February socks. So not much gone on there, because when you get close to finishing a particular project, like the bear and the clothes for the other bear, it was really all I wanted to do was finish the stuff off. So and then in my new Carson bag, yes, this was being voted the name of this bag, which I have also made in this. And wait till you see the other fabric I've got cut out and started. And anyway, so this is the Carson bag, which has a zip here where you can keep your scissors and your notions and stuff like that. And inside is lined with muslin. There's no pockets inside. And in this one, I have started a new amigurumi. This is the, is it the March? It's the March amigurumi from amigurumi.com. And it is going to be, believe it or not, a bunny. There are actually 3 bunnies. There's a mummy, a daddy, and a baby bunny. So this is either the mummy or the daddy, because they're both exactly the same body. And again, it's constructed very similar to the polar bear. You do a leg, then you come back, do another leg, attach it with a chain, and then start going all the way around. And I haven't stuffed it yet. I just got the yarn in there because we don't stuff it till it's a bit further up. I did have a bit of an issue thinking I'd put the leg on backwards, because when I was crocheting it like this, I thought, no, that one's gone that way and that one's going that way. That doesn't look right. And I took it out and did it again, like after I'd attached. And then I thought, I better look at the picture and check out how this bunny looks. And sure enough, the bunny actually goes with its feet like this. So it is right. But it's, yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. So that's that. And these are the colors that the boy and the baby will be in, and the daddy. And then mummy will wear a little dress. But these are all going to the grands for Easter. Already got the baskets. Haven't got the chocolate yet because I'll likely eat that before it gets into the basket, so haven't got that yet. But that's all going to be going to them. So that will be, Tristan will have the baby, Matteo will have the little boy, and his sister Lucia will have the little girl. So that's kind of fun. And finally, I dug out a hibernating whip. Now this is the Fletcher bag, and it's the only actual Fletcher bag I have. And I'm thinking of changing the bottom and making that, because I don't like all one color. I'm thinking of putting that as a different color for the bottom of the bag. But it's a nice big sweater bag. And in here is my Chicago sweater. And you may remember, I'll put a picture what it looks like. But I picked it up and I have done from there. That's where I picked it up from. Took me 5 or 10 minutes to work out where I was, because I was in the middle of a row and I didn't know which row I was on. And then I had to remember how to do the whole dominant yarn, which hand you hold it in, blah, blah, blah. So it took me a while, but you can see that it is coming on lovely. I'm really enjoying doing the color work. I love the whole, yeah, I love, not that I love numbers, I hate numbers, but I love the fact that it's like 2 one color, 1 another, 2 another, 1, 2, 1. And then the next row will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like I like to, you know what I mean, with the colors, like it's, because I think it's the pattern is 8 stitches, the pattern repeat, I think, but of course it's all colors. And here are my floats. So yes, I am enjoying this immensely. So this is my Chicago Falls sweater. So once I have done the yoke, this part here with all the color work, I will then be ready to graft the underarms with Kitchener stitch apparently, and it'll be ready to wear. So I'm trying to go back to my Saturday, Sundays sweater days, and hopefully in another month or 2 I will have that finished. Of course then it'll be spring and I won't need to wear it, but you know, The toys took over my life. What can I tell you? So now I've kind of got the toys out of my system. Well, not quite. So I'll have a soccer month. I'll have an amigurumi a month. I'll have my sweater. I'll have to find the blankets and dig them out where it was at the blankets. Though I may not start them till the fall. So much to do. And my new box from the new crochet company I'm dealing with. Well, I'm not personally dealing with them. They're not paying me. But I subscribed to a new one. I stopped getting the Crochet Society box and I'm now getting another one, also from England. So I'm waiting for it to arrive. I think it's coming Thursday, so I'll have it to show you next week. And then I'll have that. And plus I want to do the pillow for Bob for the trailer, the cushion. There's so much to do. I love knitting and crocheting. Do you? What's your favorite, knitting or crochet? Or do you like them both like me? Anyway, that's about all I have for you today. I've managed to keep this under 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. So I hope you have enjoyed watching. Let me know if there's anything you would like me to do. If you have any questions, pop them below and I will answer them. And I still have to do the drawer for last week's Name the Bag. I haven't done that yet, but I will. And I will post that on my Facebook page, which is Tobyknits. And my Instagram page is Tobyknits. And my Etsy store is Tobyknits. And Ravelry is Brit Hockey Mum. I normally say that at the beginning, but I forgot. So there you go. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me some notes of kindness below. Or not, if you feel so inclined to bash me for something. But please don't. It hurts my feelings. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I like it when you guys answer my questions. I'd asked about whether we should do a Ravelry group, and a couple of people responded they'd rather me do it on Facebook. So I thought, okay, that's good to know. And then, of course, we had the answers for the Name the Bag last week. What question can I give you this week to ask? Would you like me to see me actually knitting? Or are you just quite happy for me to show you all my FOs, whips, stuff like that? I'm waffling now. I don't know why. I'm going. See, this is what happens at my front door. When anybody is leaving, it takes us 20 minutes to go, because just as we're about to go, oh, there's something else we forgot to say, and then we stand and talk for another 10 minutes, and then it's like, okay, I'm going, and then, so I'm really going now. Bye. I'm going.